Okay guys, now I'm gonna talk about something random because I don't really have any ideas on what to say for YouTube. But when I was young, I used to be a cuck who did not mod, and I had a hard time in school because I acted like a retard. Therefore, I got bullied, and that was very unfortunate, but it is what it is now. But anyway, so pretty much because of this, and I lived homeless for a bit, and then I also, because of my alcohol withdrawals, I have a bunch of stories. I'll get to them later. But pretty much because of the weird time I've had, I'm very awkward in public spaces. I'm very awkward. Sometimes I literally go to buy food in the convenience store, and and the guy's like, oh yeah, this will be $10, sir. And then I'm just there. I'm like, oh, okay, should I hand him like the change with like that $5, 2 + 2, whatever the fuck, doing fucking math and shit. And then the guy there just looking at me like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? And so I'm there. I'm like, you know what? Whatever. I'm gonna play with that fucking card. Leave me alone. And then I just leave. So pretty much that's that. But the worst of it is when I go to my boxing gym. I want to train. I'll throw some fucking hands. That shit's cool. But when I go there, I go to register, and the guy's like, hey man, what's your name? And I'm there like an awkward fuck. I'm like, my name is, let's just use a random name, John Smith. And then he goes like, okay, what class are you here for? I'm like, oh, I'm here for the boxing class where you learn shit. And he's like, which one? Oh, boxing tech, that one, okay. Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Something wrong with it. That's probably what the fuck he's thinking, but I'm like, whatever. I'll ignore this. Okay, I go there. I want to move some shit like away because it's in my way. And I'm thinking there, if I move this shit away, everybody here in the boxing gym is a boxer. Yes, there's universal respect, whatever. But everybody there is a boxer. For all I know, they just might just beat my ass up and I'm gonna be fully fucked. So in my brain, I'm like, you know what? Whatever. You know what? I'm gonna chance it. So I just scoot the shit away. I put my shit in. And surprisingly, nothing happens. I actually end up fine. So then I go hit my bag. And maybe, I'm a right-handed southpaw. I got a really strong lead hook. And basically I'm like, bah! And people are kind of impressed. Maybe they are, I don't know. Maybe it's all in my mind. Maybe I'm delusional. Whatever. So I do that shit. And then, some guy there is like, yo, man, you got a hell of a lead hook. That's cool, man. Yeah, man. And I'm just there like, yeah, man, yeah, thanks, man. And I'm an awkward fuck, and I'm like, this guy probably thinks I'm a retard. That guy probably in his brain, he's like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, and unfortunately, being awkward is not a fun life. You don't end up being a mogger Chad. You end up being a loser when you're awkward. I don't know. Maybe you have some sort of undiagnosed autism. Maybe that's the issue. But anyway, that's just the issues I have, and that's just what I wanted to talk about, guys. So there you go. That's the video. Bye.